Recording. Has Chris calmed down from the...
From the last one? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm calm. Look, this is my calm face.
Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies.
It's a bit too calm, Chris. It's
And if you
suspicious.
haven't liked and subscribed yet,
Please do so.
why the hell not? What's wrong with you? Don't click our videos and not subscribe. It's so rude. Unbelievable. No, you're right. I probably haven't completely
Okay, this week
calmed
we're
down yet.
reviewing Crime 101.
Okay. An elusive thief, eyeing his final score, encounters a delusioned insurance broker at her own crossroads. As their paths intertwine, a relentless detective trails them, hoping to thwart the multi-million-dollar heist they are planning.
I'll go first on this one because I've not actually seen that much Chris Hemsworth stuff. I Miss 4, obviously. What's that one he did? That Extraction, is it?
Yeah,
that
great.
awesome action movie he made. But that's the only real one I've seen, other than him being 4. So the first thing that stood out to me was him in this movie. I thought he was really good. I thought he was really solid throughout it. I liked his character. I didn't quite get why he kept putting himself on that date and then just acting so awkwardly on it. It just seemed I didn't get where that narrative was going, but it did come to fruition. Less of a, although it's a heist movie, I was saying it's more almost like a character piece in drama as much as it is. It's not so much. It's got some heist bits in it, but it's not like like the Italian Job or something where it's the end thing is the heist. It does end there, but that's what they were going with the ending they had. But yeah, overall, I really like this, especially for the last few weeks of films. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, no, I quite agree. Chris Hemsworth was really solid. Mark Ruffalo did a good job. Halle Berry played her part really well.
Oh, it was Halle Berry.
Yeah,
She was the insurance woman.
yeah,
I thought it was. I wasn't sure. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Because they did that whole thing like she's beautiful, but she's getting old, and that's why
She
she's
tells
not going to
that
make
girl
it.
at the end about when she's walking out the office, and I'm like, surely they all know this, right? Like, surely he can see that he's like sitting on the desk with his tie. I was like, surely she can see it's just a cheese, rich cheese, but
Yeah, but sometimes you get clouded by when people offer you things. You're like, oh, maybe. And then what's it? Barry
K.
The guy from Saltburn.
Yeah, let's just not butcher his second name, so just call him Barry
Yeah,
K.
it would be embarrassing. He was the least effective in the film. Like his character was I'd say
Yeah, he was just like nuts.
yeah.
Like we need an ADHD person in the film to be extreme and wave a gun around. Like
He was just unhinged, which
very
actually
unhinged.
kind of worked. There were just points though. We spoke about this before. Like you were saying, like when he was meant to follow Chris Hemsworth's character, and he was just sat blatantly outside his house
because he's meant to be robbing him after he does the robbery. So why would he want him to see him at all, other than the fact that he's just being cocky and that's his like? But that's his style. When he goes to rob a bank at the beginning to take over from Chris, and he just goes in
heist,
guns ablazing. And a lot of these kind of characters, you hate them and like you don't want to watch them because you really hate them. But this one, like, I hated him, but I liked that I hated him. I thought he was doing it because I thought he was a good one to hate. That's a weird thing to say.
When Chris Hemsworth like pinned him up against the fridge in the
Yeah.
shop, and he's like, "You want to kiss me?"
It's just like, no, dude, that's not good.
But it just reminds me of like the youngsters out on the streets. They're just so cocky and arrogant, and they
Yeah.
have no reason to be. Like, what are you looking at, mate? And you're like,
Exactly.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth's just like, whoa. It's like, cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with you. Less of a heist movie, more about the character developments themselves.
Yeah, I liked that they did. I thought they was not going to throw back to where Chris Hemsworth came from because he kept saying about like, how bad off he was, but then it pointed at the homeless people and that he would have picked up. So they did that nice and subtly. They did a lot of things in the film nice and subtly. They didn't just put glaring time stamps.
There were some glaring moments where they're like, when he was like, yes, my favourite one was the Thomas Crown Affair. I was like,
oh yeah.
And I'm like, he's just told you he's hunting you, and you know that. And yet you still follow the same plan, knowing he's a cop. There was no change. Other than that bit, I was like, what? And then obviously, spoiler. If you don't want a spoiler, stop here. Don't stop here. Like, it's not going to ruin the film. At the end, when he has his moment and he tries to kind of like do the right thing, he gives away like his car, and I just like, you were trying to get all this money, but you obviously had quite a lot of money, and if you didn't give away all this stuff, which no one asked you to give away, you could have just left and enjoyed life.
His number was 900,000, and he gave away $899,000 worth of stuff. It's like, I just missed it. Need to do another $11 million heist. But he pulled up at the end, and I thought he was going to turn around. This is where the plot, not twist, but this is where the smart part of the movie is going to come in with the heist, and he's going to get the money back, and then sort of, and he just didn't, and that's where it just tailed off for me a bit.
That's where
it didn't ruin the film. It was a great film, good acting, but it if it had a bit more complexity into the heist at the end and the way it wrapped up, it would have bumped it up right.
I don't know if the complexity isn't there in these films nowadays because people don't have the attention span.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's. I agree with you, but also this film is over like 2 hours long, and if you are doing a 3 hour film, then it's meant to have the intricacies in it and the extra level. I was just making an hour, 20-minute, hour and a half film.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know.
Right. Okay,
cool.
So let's rate it, because we obviously both enjoyed the film, but how much did we enjoy it?
I enjoyed this film.
Out of 10,
7. It's a very specific answer for me.
Do you know what?
Recommended.
7's where I'd put it at as well.
If it had a bit more complexity in the ending and a bit more of a payoff, I would have been bumping this up to a highly recommended film. But for me, it's just recommended. It's a really good watch. But
I thought when I went to watch this and I started it, I thought I was going to hate it because it came out and it was like 9.9 on IMDb, and then
of course,
by the time I got around to watching it, it was already dropped down to like 7.2, and I was like, that's a bad sign. It's normally when you're like, I was like, oh, here we go. But then I watched it and thought, you know what, it's probably going to stick around that 7.27 mark.
Is that what well, that's about right.
That's where it is. And so for once, I was like, oh, okay, that's actually quite a good film. Yeah, 7. So we recommend this. Give it a watch. See what you think. Thank you very much for watching us again.